Alright guys, shoe shining tutorial. Here I got my shoe, it's scuffed, it's nasty. First thing you're going to do, get a sock, put it in the toe. It's going to even out all the creases and make it a little more flat. Then you take this brush and you just brush it off. That's going to dust it. It's going to make sure that you get some of the old polish off. It's just like painting a car. You got to sand it before you put the new paint on, so that the new paint sticks. It's the same thing with polish. So once you get it nice and scuffed, it should be pretty dull once you do that. Take your polish. I'm gonna use this one actually. Take your polish. Take a cut up t-shirt. And twist it like this, the way KSS Sergeant McFadden taught us. And then you just put like a decent amount on there. You don't gotta put too much. And then you just put it on here, cover the whole shoe, and then you just polish it like that, just circular, and make sure that the shirt stays tight on your hand. That'll make it a lot easier. And so when you're polishing it, you just want to make sure that you're getting a good amount of friction so that creates heat, and that's what makes it shine. So you're just going to do this, and you're going to get it as close to shiny as possible. You're going to get it as shiny as you can with this. And then eventually you're going to notice that it kind of stops shining. Like the shininess kind of like stays the same as you polish it. And the duller your shoes are, like if you haven't been shining them a lot, the more of this step you're going to do. It's better for you to do this in a bunch of steps rather than to try to do it all at once. You don't want to just put a bunch of polish on there and then shine it. You want to do it in steps like this. So you put like enough polish on there to coat your shoe, and then you do this, and then you'll do that as many times as you need. Now, I've been shining my shoes somewhat frequently over the week, so I'm not going to have to do a whole bunch of this step. You just get it here, and then once you notice that the shininess is kind of staying the same while you're polishing it, then you're going to want to add water. So I got some water here. You really don't need that much unless your shoes are like really dull. And you'll feel that the rag is warm where you polished it, so you take the warm part of the rag and you just get like a little bit, you probably can't see, but you just get like some beads of water on there. Not that much, you don't need that much, unless that for some reason works. You just kind of gotta figure it out. And when you're polishing it with the water, it should feel smoother than when you were just polishing it straight with the polish. And then as you go, you add progressively less polish. Like the polish to water ratio is a little lower, and you'll put not necessarily more water on it, but you'll put about the same amount of water and a little less polish as you go. Now, then you're going to reach a point where it only gets so shiny no matter how much you shine it, and then that's when you use your breath. You go, and if you notice that as you're polishing, it's getting a little more dull, then you can just put a little more polish on there and a little more water, but you'll use progressively less polish as you go. And your breath kind of heats it up and also adds that moisture. See, I added a little too much water here, but sometimes like the friction is enough. Just the heat of the friction that you're putting on there will be enough to kind of get rid of that water. And then sometimes you only use a little bit of polish in your breath because the water might be too much, and your breath will also add that moisture, that condensation, and that heat that you'll need to get a good shine. Now, you want to shine it so that you can smile into it and see your teeth, and if you really want to go crazy, make sure that you can see the whites of your eyes But seeing your teeth should be enough for Master Gunnery Sergeant to see that you've shined your shoes. And then you just buff it. And you'll notice that the toe of your shoe should be warm from you polishing it. And that's how you get your shoe shined.